Welcome everyone. In this session, we'll discuss how to approach the IIT Madras MBA application form with a special focus on obviously the SOP questions, which is the most difficult to answer. All the other questions are objective, like your general questions or the personal things that you have to mention in the form. And we'll understand what the institute is really evaluating, and we'll also look at some of the short examples to help you frame your own answer or response. Okay. My name is Devanshu Sharma, and I'll be guiding you through this form filling journey for IIT Madras. The goal is not to give you a template session or a template answer, but to help you think clearly and reflect honestly. Okay. And so that you can present your story properly in the actual form. Now, this is the agenda. So we'll start with quick note on the general questions in the form, then move on to the detailed discussion on each SOP question, which is asked in the form. Finally, we'll walk you through the CL resources that can help you in this particular journey. Okay. Now, these are some of the general questions that are asked. For example, your personal information, name, state, and everything, your address. What are your city preferences for the interview process? What was your CAT score, educational background, 10, 12 graduation, and everything, work experience, statement of purpose, application you have to preview before you upload it, and finally, document upload. Now, a few things that I would like to talk about, for example, educational background. There are a lot of queries raised by a lot of students that in 10th, should I include the optional subject or not? Same goes with 12th. Please understand this thing, whatever is written on your final mark sheet, that should be considered as the final score. Okay. If it is let's say 92 percentage, obviously the percentage won't be written, the marks or the grade, whatever is written, that is considered to be the final one. Okay. Don't give it a second thought, just write that particular value. Second thing, work experience. A lot of students have this query that I have an internship, should I put it in the work experience? Work experience have a few criteria. For example, it should be after your graduation, it should be a full-time occupation, uh, and it should be paid above the minimum pay. Okay. How can you justify the work experience? It is basically through the pay slips, offer letter, experience letter, and all those things. Okay. Now, moving on to the SOP questions. So these are the three questions. Uh, in this particular form, IIT Madras is evaluating your clarity of thought, along with self-awareness and your readiness for MBA. According to me, they want to see logical career thinking, in my opinion, and the ability to reflect your experiences and maybe an understanding of how management works. Uh, a good answer clearly explains your short-term goal, long-term goal, how they logically connect with each other. So your past, present, and your future should connect logically, and you should be able to give them a short-term and a long-term goal. The word limit is 200 words. So if I give you an example, a very short example, like if I say that in short term, I aim to work in operations or product management, if I'm like an aspirant for that, where I can apply my analytical and process improvement skills. So let's say that I'm an engineer and I want to go for these particular rules. I clearly mentioned that, first of all, I want to apply the analytical and process improvement skills. So that is what I want to do in that particular space. Then introduce the long-term goal also. So, for example, I see myself leading a cross-functional team and contributing to the strategies and decision making in a tech-driven organization because I come from that particular background. Always avoid any vague goals like I want to grow or I want to become a leader, right? I want to become a manager. Don't do that. Be a little specific and be a little realistic also. Okay. Just make sure that the word limit is 200, so you won't be able to mention a lot of pointers. Straight away, mention what are the goals that you have, short term, long term, and how they connect with each other and your past. Second question, describe the most significant challenge that you have faced so far, how you resolved it, and what did you learn? Okay. This basically, in my opinion, the question is evaluating the resilience, problem solving, learning ability, all these things. Okay. So a good response should clearly cover the challenge that you have faced, what was your action, and your learning. So challenge, action, and learning in the same order. First, you will describe the challenge, then you will describe what is the action that you have taken, how did you resolve it, and what did you learn from it. So, for example, if I am a CAT aspirant, I was a CAT aspirant with a full-time job, I can mention that my most significant challenge was to balance a full-time job with CAT preparation. I can tell them what was the setback. Like after initial setback, I redesigned my schedule, focus on prioritization, learned how to work effectively under constraints. So all these things. How did I resolve it, and what did I learn from it? And remember that the key is not in the difficulty. How difficult was it? That is not the key, but how you responded to that challenge and what learnings did you get from it, or what changed in you because of that challenge. Okay, so that is the major thing that we need to cover. You don't have to have a very difficult situation. Okay, a simple situation where you faced some challenges also, you can mention it there. And finally, explain your objective as they relate to pursuing MBA. Also describe what you think other students may learn from you. So one of the most important and detailed question. There are two parts: why you want to pursue an MBA and what others can learn from you. These are the two things that you want to cover. Okay, so let's say that I say I want to pursue an MBA to bridge my technical and managerial decision making. Okay, so I have a technical background and I want to bridge it with the managerial this learnings, or maybe that I don't know. I'm not on the managerial side of the journey, so I want to bridge both the sides, tech and managerial. You can also mention like courses like strategy, operations, leadership, all the different courses that you are going to study in IIT Madras will help me in transitioning from a tech role to a business role. So you can frame that answer in this particular space. Obviously, you'll have a different story, but make sure that you address two parts. The first one is why MBA, second one is what others can learn from you. What will you bring on the table? For peer learning, you can say with experience and data driven, like for me, I come from a tech background. So the tech or the data driven problem solving, I can be a diverse part of that team. I can basically contribute towards thinking and practical insights during a group discussion or any of the case studies. So this is the reason I can be a good fit. Okay. So just make sure that all three answers you answer truthfully, and it should be well structured. Okay. Now, as far as the CL resources are concerned, there is a PDP zone, and on your My Zone, once you click on it, there will be a dashboard that will open. There are a lot of resources that you'll get there. Uh, there is, like you can see, a personality, three personality test, P, Loco, and Big Five. This will be acting as a psychometric test for you. And finally, essay and 12 questions. You can answer these. These 12 questions are the type of questions like your educational background, family background, why do you want to go for an MBA, what are your strengths and weaknesses. These type of questions are there in it, and it is going to help you a lot in your actual B school interview. Okay. There's a B school form filling zone in which inside the PDP zone itself. Let's say that you got a call from IIT Madras. What do you have to do? You have to answer those. So there's a replica of that IIT Madras form that we have put here, and you have to answer those questions in that particular form. Your mentor will get notified, and he or she will give you the structure in which you have to write the SOP. If there is any changes to be done or updation to be done, he or she will tell you. And finally, after all the verification and validation, you put the answer in the real form. This obviously will improve your chances uh, uh, as far as the SOP is concerned. Okay, you can check out the PDP program through this QR code. And there are some of the CL resources like the Open Telegram group, YouTube channel, website, GMAT website. You can explore this. You'll get a lot of information there. And I think that's all. Thank you for attending. And please remember that IIT Madras or any of these B schools, they are just looking for logic, clarity, and your self-awareness. So write your for the sake need not to be an idealized version of you. It has to be a real version of you. And that's all. All the best for your preparation and your